up, YouTube world? Alright, we got Boss the Goldfish and his girlfriend. So everybody's doing real good there. I did say I will check up a couple days later to see how the buffering is doing, and it's still roughly 7. Now I am using the, what's it called, the strip test, you know, the little strips, and you just dip it in the water and da-da, instead of the liquid. Now I don't know, they should work, whatever, it is what it is, but according to those strips, it's between 6.8, 7.0, 7.2, somewhere there. You know, the color is weird. Alright, so hopefully, as you can see on the substrate, I added another 2 pounds of crushed coal. So now there's about roughly 4 pounds and about 10 pounds of limestone. So, it's about 10-15 pounds of stone in there, what's supposed to help with the buffering. So I will also, do about 5 gallons a day to let the buffering do its thing of water changes, because the tank is still getting established. It's only been about maybe a week now with the new filter. Did check for ammonia, everything is doing great. Checked for nitrate with an A, that was a little bit high. I was like, okay, that means the filter definitely is not established, and the substrate and the floating bed, definitely can't keep up with the weight, so the nitrate was high. But when that starts to grow some beneficial bacteria, I think the dirty will do fine. If not, then we will just put a 10-gallon swamp in there. Alright, so yeah, he's doing good, and like I said, hopefully with roughly about 15 pounds now of limestone and crushed coal, we will hold a higher than 7.0. I want to try to maintain 7.4. So hopefully we will maintain that. Alright, let's get to the next tank. Alrighty, we got the 55 and we got the 40 on the bottom. So I bought this 55 used with this rack as well used, and I was looking at the rack just sitting, and I was like, I bet you that 40 gallon will fit in there just right. And it sure does, nice and snug on both sides. So eventually I want to paint this black, so it'll be all nice and black. And then eventually I want to put a overflow box, and it's gonna come straight down. I will make a contraption here which will be about 4 inches above it, and basically it's gonna be going through a strainer, if I said that correctly, so it's going to rain into the aquarium. And then on this side, we're just going to have a 600 gallon per hour return pump. And it's just going to return it back to the 55. The bottom tank will be a very heavily planted tank, and hopefully some German blue ram cichlids will be in there, or German rams will be in there. Maybe some gold ones too, because I seen some gold ones. I was like, oh snap, now we got gold. Alright, so let's talk about the 55. So not much has changed, basically kept the same layout. The Anubis, I tied it to this piece of wood instead of trying to dig it under the substrate. The fish actually laid eggs. Female did again, so I'm like, wow. They were very angry with each other. They're doing really much better today. I think he was just confused because I moved her and her eggs in one pouch, and every fish was in the container while I was moving all of this stuff into here. And he was in his own pouch, and they were about 2 hours separated. So I think they were just like, what's going on? And he thought something happened to the eggs, because they were lip locking and all types of craziness. Alright, so I ended up getting another 70 aqua clear overhang filter, and luckily I still had some media left, so I went ahead and filled it up completely with media. So that should be good to go. And yeah, matter of fact, I actually took that media out of that filter. So that filter actually just has a carbon now. There's no balls in the back. It used to have a shitload of balls in it, but it'd be okay. Plant looks awesome. I love it. It's a little bit upside down, but it'll be okay. I do need to get an extension for the intake, so I gotta look online to see if I can get an extension for that. But yeah, the dragon tree still looks the same. Pretty much the same layout. Koi pandas. Sometimes they're trying to escape. But yep. So this all actually happened yesterday. So Thursday night I moved all the fish into there, moved everything out of this thing, had in 5-gallon buckets and this and that, got rid of the old stand, moved everything over, got the big aquarium, put it on top, added the sand, put all the, I mean, it took a long time. I think I got done around 10 at night, and I started probably around 5 or 6 in the afternoon, so good 4 or 5 hours. And then today I got up about 8 in the morning and continued, and I got done roughly around 3 or so. A little tired, but I love it, I love it, I love it. Looking real nice. I am so excited when I will continue working on this, getting an overflow box and getting all the cool stuff, getting another light for the bottom. I'm thinking about actually going with a LED light, the bulbs that you can actually screw in. Have to figure out how I'm going to do all this good stuff, but they're amazing. You know, from a couple of videos I've seen, you can definitely produce some power. I don't want to go this route again because this light is, in my opinion, too strong for this depth. You know, so I would actually have to tie it off up here somewhere so it sits higher, or I get those bulbs and make my own contraption up here, and it just kind of boom and boom. They make 1500 aluminum, if I pronounce that correctly. That's my German there. But this is called the brightness. 1500 for $10 a bulb. So I'm like, wow, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. They only use, I think, 15 or 16 watts, something like that. So it's not bad at all. But yep, so I am done. It will take some time to get the overflow box and continue on this project. I might even get a second one of these and put another one right here. I don't think it will need it, but you never know. We will see what happens. But I'm pretty sure when I get the overflow box set up and it's all cycling and you know it's one big system, I think it will be all okay. We also got the pump right here, wave maker, and it's still in the same settings. I could run it 24/7 now. The aquarium's definitely big enough now, but I noticed that the pandas still don't like it, the Koi pandas. I wonder what the Koi pandas are up to. It's like, what is going on? Why we got so much water? This used to be not so tall. But alright, yeah, so I've been working on it all day. Basically, yesterday I threw everything in it. You know, just put the rocks in and put the wood in. You know, all the plants were actually in here, and I just left it as is. You know, it was just a hot mess. So today I actually evened it out, arranged the rocks, and everything is good to go. Well, alright, I wish y'all an awesome night and y'all be good. Laters.